year. And also welcome to my December comic/manga reading wrap-up of 2025. Now we are in 2026. I just confused in my wrap-ups of last year. I can't remember. Because you switched to a year. Anyway. Yes, where I show you all of the comics that I finished reading in December before the year ended. So let's get started. I have a pretty nice stack here. But first, I also finished. Sorry about the bag rustling. I finally finished. I also finished the. I guess this is it would be considered an omnibus. I think. Is this an omnibus? Anyway, I finally finished reading Watchmen, written by Alan Moore and art by Dave Gibbons. I think, right? He was the artist. And this was published by DC, or yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was a DC thing. And published by DC. This was in my pile of I started a bloody long time ago and didn't finish. And finally, in this case, last year already, I decided, fuck it. I'm finishing this thing. I'm not taking it with me to 2026. And I finished. I realized really, really late that I should have just read an issue a day, and then that would have been easier. Because reading it, continuously is just way too fucking difficult. Oh boy, is it difficult. But then again, I've said in my video, I think there's just so many things that flew over my head in here. I'm just not smart enough to get the references. Not to mention, I didn't grow up, but I'm not American. I wasn't even alive in the time of some of these events. But still, what I can say, the art in here is very, very good. It's one of his strong suits. The story, it's a cynical take on superheroes is what I understand this is, but again, the only things I really liked out of here were Rorschach and Night Owl. That's about it, really. I made a thoughts video. I made a thoughts video about this one. So if you wanna hear more, you can watch that one. All right, so that was the big, the long thing I finished. Whew, and I'm getting rid of it because I'm not gonna reread that headache again. Thank you. All right. Well, let's start. So, first comic we have here is X-O-Man of War Unconquered, issue 5, by Valiant. I finally went back to this mini-series. Andrew said that I would probably really like the original and then the 2012 one. And I would like to get those someday, but mainly the original first. I made thoughts videos about these two, but good series. Okay, and we have, Okay, and then I read Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Jack of Hearts. And this was issue 134. So this was pretty cool. I got to learn a bit more about the Jack of Hearts. Because I do have a comic of the mini-series with them. So that was neat. But good art. I think I'll keep this one. I quite like Jack of Hearts. And we have issue 6 of Man of War Unconquered. I've finally finished this series. It took quite a while. But I did really enjoy it. It had an open end though, but I don't know if they continued after. I have thoughts videos, of course. Yeah. And I have here from Mr. Ray, and also that Jack of Hearts from Mr. Ray's Ghost Rider, issue 22. This is of the first series. So it's so cool to read something, this old, and how Ghost Rider was in the beginning. 'Cause it looks like I always been confused if, he turns changes into Ghost Rider. Is he still himself, just Ghost Rider powers, or is he a different entity now? And then I have another Marvel team up, Spider-Man and Human Torch. Johnny and Spidey have a lot of banter between them. This was a funny one, I will say. There's a guy, the mysterious hero that helps them beat Speed Devil. Speed Devil, right? Sorry, Speed Demon. So that was pretty neat. And kind of funny. Alright. Yeah, silly costume, but still. Then we have Ghost Rider, issue 39. This is of the same one. Just, way later on. This is also cool. There's this death cult whose leader, surprise, surprise, is a hypocrite. That plans to just, escape later and let all the poor fools off themselves. Shocking, I know. That was a really good one, too. And then here we have Bodies, number 1 by Vertigo. This is one I won from Lee from Wack Comics years ago, and for a first issue, I guess they went for we'll give you a taste of each thing, and maybe it's multiple stories happening at once, but it was, I just didn't like it. I didn't like the art, and I didn't like how the story went. Because you jump in between, and I think this has another order or some cult or something like that. Cool cover, though, but yeah, just not into it. So sadly, I was going to go to the sell pile, because, well, I need to make room. And I'm not rereading it. Then we have here Demon, number 1 by DC. This is the second series. I made videos about these, all 4 of them. You'll see them in this wrap up. And this was a cool short mini series, but you need to know more about Etrigan for it. I feel, because it's so much information that you might miss. I mean, you can still read it. I know not that much about Etrigan, but I managed. And then we have Batman, The Adventures Continue, issue 3. Finally went back to this one. I'm not going to keep these, though. I've decided, although it was fun reads, it was, I don't see myself running to reread it again anytime soon. And then we have issue 2 of The Demon. I really like the theme of these covers, and also there's a printing mistake here, because it says 4 of 4 on issue 2. Really confused me the day I was going to pick this one up, because I was like, wait, what? I thought I took the wrong issue. Then we have Batman, The Adventures Continue, issue 4. And here we have Azrael. Ooh. Not really much about Azrael. I would like to find out. Okay, and then we have Demon issue 3. See, they all got this theme of a circle, and then Etrigan in the middle of it. Okay, and we have Batman: The Adventures Continue issue 5. And as you can see, I was consistent mostly. I still have issue 8 to read, but the story kind of wraps up at 7, so I don't even know if I'm going to make a video about that one still or not, because it's, I'm not sure. Then we have issue 4, this time correctly, of The Demon. Look how scary Etrigan looks in here. Then we have issue 6 of the Batman: The Adventures Continue. This is supposed to be Jason. There we go. quite good, but I guess I just don't see myself rereading it. And we have Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing, and Scarecrow. This was really cool. I liked Scarecrow a lot. It was really interesting and fucking creepy. I'd definitely love to have read more about him. Then we have The Champions, issue 14. Here we have a really great art style in here. We have them fighting the Swarm. Well, it's, issue 14, so it's quite deep in. Interesting group, because you have Black Widow as the leader, and then Bobby Drake from the X-Men is with them. It's quite an interesting combination there. And then we have Batman, The Adventures Continue, issue 7. I think this is the most catching cover of this one. As you see, you have Batman standing here, and then you have Jason's face in the middle there among the fire. It's a very cool composition there. Alright, and then we have this one, which actually took me 2 days to read. This is Power Man and Iron Fist, issue 75. By Marvel, of course. This was cool. Look at this cover as well. It's amazing. Yeah, this is it is a special double-side spectacular, so it was a lot longer and had of Iron Fist's origin. It was really fucking cool. I really enjoyed the story. Then we have Daredevil, The Men Without Fear, issue 278. And this is apparently Blackheart, who is Mephisto's son. I'm not sure if the demon that was here was Mephisto, because he definitely looks a lot different. Nope, no. But still, very cool. Oops. Really appreciate Mr. Ray for sending me all of these. And then we have the one I finished reading yesterday, and it's Justice League of America, issue 253. This was also really interesting. It had the origin of Desperu, this one here. Let me tell you, it's quite the alien race. They rebuild their whole planet and shit, and then they started killing each other for control of it. They're a bit counterproductive there, Because Desperu's mother tried to kill his father, failed, he killed her. Then when Desperu grew up, he killed his father and took over the reign. Makes you wonder why he'd bother to have children then. They'll just grow up and kill you for the control of the planet. Quite the family. But still, this was also awesome. Well, that's it, folks. That's all I've read in December of 2025. I really enjoyed myself. Almost finished one series. I do have a bag of comics still to get through, but I think maybe this year I'll finally catch up with all my comics and, I guess not have so many comic wrap-ups in the future. We'll see. That'll still take some time. Alright, folks, so that is it. Let me know if you read any of these and what you think about them. What did you read in December of 2025? And that's it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about. Share it on YouTube. Bye!